So basically this is the setup, right? As you can see, we had this image and we got this image, and basically the setup is these 4 commands. Actually, let's go over to Visual Studio Code and start working on them. And by the way, let me go ahead in here. So if you don't have Python, go ahead to this website, and it's going to be in the description, and just download it. All right, so we're going to start with Visual Studio Code. I'm going to create a new window, and I'm going to go to desktop and say it's going to be REM. We're going to open it, and we're going to go to the terminal right off the bat. So go over here. All of these commands are going to be in the description, so you just can copy paste them. So copy paste this command and press it. Basically, it creates a virtual environment, and this command is going to activate it. The reason I just copy paste is that I don't want to waste anyone's time typing it out. Usually I do, but not to say that I waste other people's time. Usually I do type them out. That's what I meant to say. Let's actually go ahead and copy it right now and go over here. So this website is going to be in the description of this video as well. So as you can see, we have very different models. And one of the first models that I would want to show you is this model. And I'm going to explain in a sec what they all mean. So let's go to my Finder, and I've prepared a folder for you. And basically I want to take this image, right click it, so option press. I'm going to copy the path name. I'm going to paste it in here, and for my output directory I'm just going to say ~desktop, and I'm just going to call it, well, let's call it expert 20, right? Expert 20 PNG, and I'm going to press enter and see what's going to happen. As you can see, here's this export 20, and we're going to compare it right now, but just for the sake of time, I'm just going to go to quick actions, and I'm going to show you what the Apple's AI is going to do. For sure, it's quicker, but as you can see, I have this white spaces over here, and just for the sake of comparison, I'm going to actually open it and compare it to the one that we're going to get right now. So as you can see, I'm opening this one, and this is way better. Like for instance, this white space wouldn't have it here. It basically almost perfectly handled the hair, right? And so if I'm going to go here, there's almost no noise here, right? If I go here, there is noise. And I think it's pretty good, but one of the things I wanted to teach you is this. So basically, not every single model is going to handle your specific case exactly right. For instance, if I'm going to go right now to my first screen and I'm going to open my Finder, go to the same folder and do this. So this is basically my website, and I just want to get this form out. So let me copy the path name and show you what it's going to do. So again, option press, hold, go to the Visual Studio Code, go over here and basically replace the link. Actually, let me just copy the name of that file. This is going to be way easier. All right, and I'm going to add the quote over there. So I'm going to call it expert 21. I'm going to press enter and see what's going to happen. I think just about now it should already export it. And as you can see, this is mess, and this is not what I was looking for, right? So this is not good. This is the reason why we have different models over here, and basically the model that would have fit perfectly that specific case would have been this BIRFnet HR SOD model. And as you can see, it specifically says that it was pre-trained for salient object detection. And this is exactly what I'm looking for. Basically, to translate that, if you have one specific object on the screen, this specific object is going to be targeted and everything else is going to be removed. So let's actually test it out. Basically what I'm going to do, just copy the model name and go over here, just do the same run. I'm going to replace this portrait model, which basically we used for the faces, and this is exactly the case in which it is supposed to be used. And I'm going to call it expert 22, hit enter and run this. So if I'm going to go to Finder right now, and again, this is what we had with the incorrect model, right, for this specific use case, and this is what we're going to have with the correct model for this specific use case. And the reason why I so badly want to explain that is because people go on the websites and they open those open sources, right? They basically like choose whatever AI spits out to them, like whatever model it spits out, right? And they use that in the incorrect case and they think this open source, which is bad, but this is not how it works really. And then people go to Photoshop and basically pay subscriptions or watch YouTube videos and everything to get their thing done, but this is incorrect. So as you can see, when we use the right model, yeah, there's like this, right? But again, it's a dark background, and I think it handled it pretty well, honestly. This is about it. I hope this video was helpful, and have a great day.